Hi guys, I'm back again. This is number two of what I think is going to be six. I have told some people that I plan on doing three on the topics, well not three on the topics, but one by one, on religion and on sex and on politics. This one and the final one will not be on any of those subjects. Tonight I just want to talk for a few minutes about life in general. It kind of bothers me when I think about doing the one on sex because, well, will I talk about masturbation or not? I don't think so. That's an awfully touchy subject. I want to talk about traps to begin with. How do we be happy? Everybody will tell you, or not everybody will tell you, but you'll read that there's only one way to be happy, and that is to find it inside ourselves. We'll never, ever, ever find it in another person. Yet, we all want to be loved. We want to be liked. And so it bothers us if we feel like somebody doesn't like us or love us, particularly if we love them. That's the way life goes. Here's a song that will illustrate a little bit the point I want to make. My heart cries for you, dies for you, sighs for you. If you go to Minnesota, I'll follow you. If you go to Arizona, I'll be there too. All right, that popular song a long, long time ago. Kind of dumb, though. Because if you were following this person to Minnesota and Arizona or wherever, and this person didn't want to be with you, why in the world would you want to be with them? Be with somebody that wants to be with you. And if someone doesn't want to be with you, it's okay. There are billions upon billions of us. And nobody, no one, not your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, or anyone else, can actually lead you to happiness. I know where it is. It's right there. It's inside. It's inside myself. That needs to be brought out. Recognize our value. That we are okay just the way we are, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I've been through 2 marriages, and God bless both of my ex-wives. Will ever be in a third? Yeah, the odds are against it, but never say never. Lately, I have been very, very fortunate to have been introduced to the concept of mindfulness meditation. And I've always known about meditation. I remember a certain group I was with some years ago did a meditation that involved pounding walls and slamming pillows and just working up a real ruckus and then calming down and meditating. That kind of worked. There's also what they call scream therapy. Sometimes it helps to just have a good scream, but it's probably best to be by yourself when you do that. Mindfulness meditation, however, works magic if you begin to understand it and live it. And is my best understanding of mindfulness meditation, and I owe a debt of gratitude to a fellow named Jonathan Woodside for teaching me a lot about this. It's just simply staying in the present moment, not getting too enthused about the good things that happen, and not getting too distressed about the bad things that happen. Appreciate the moment. That's all we have. Everybody talks about being in the now, but I think we give it kind of like lip service, and we don't live it. If we would only live be here now, I think that came from Ram Dass. And gosh almighty, what value that has. I want to turn the clock back and be able to live my life being here now, instead of the way I did live it, which was always worrying about how much money was I going to make, and any number of other things. And I remember in high school, they had, believe it or not, in my senior year of high school, something called a slave sale. All the senior guys would go up on stage, and the girls would bid. And whoever bid the highest, the following day, this individual would be their slave. And there was a fellow named Don Miller, who was the quarterback and real popular guy. And he went out there, and everybody put up a loud cheer, and he got a lot of interest. And I thought to myself, gosh, I have to follow him. That's going to be a hard act to follow. Well, to my surprise, when I went out, guess what? I became the highest priced slave. All my worries were for nothing. So many times in my life, it's been the case. My worries have been for nothing. Worry, fret, and then look back and think, why in the world was I so concerned about this? Why in the world was I so concerned about that? I think that connection and love are the most important things on earth. I know there's a couple of things, chocolate, and maybe I could think of one or two if I tried hard enough, that are real pleasurable, but they're not long-lasting. The long-lasting things are when we can connect with another human being, when we can connect on a real level, like recognizing our inner humanity, knowing each other, being fellow travelers on this path of life. Because sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's nice to have someone who will simply just listen. At the risk of repeating myself, there's listening to me and listening with me. I'm endeavoring to be a person who listens with, and sometimes I fail. And sometimes I'm talking, or I'm in a conversation with someone which is not really a conversation, because that person only wants to talk and not listen. Long ago, I would have found that, what the heck's up with you? Can't I talk? Today, I look at it in a little bit different light. That person needs someone to listen. And hey, that's why I have ears. Is it going to hurt me to listen to someone else's trials and travails? And if asked, offer them advice? Not at all. It's going to make me feel good about myself if I'm able to contribute the tiniest little thing to someone else's well-being. And I want to mention my kids, too. Was I a good father? I don't know. I think I was all right. Could I have done things better? Yes, indeed, I certainly could have, particularly with my oldest son, but I kind of practiced on him and didn't do all that good a job all the time. We don't get to turn the clock back. So, if you're 20, 30, 40, even 50, watching me right now, count your blessings. Make the sign of the cross if you're religious. Because you're so fortunate in that you can grasp and capture this and put it into action now before it's too late. So do I have to beat myself up over the areas, things that I've done that I could have done better? No, I need to look at myself with charity and with gentleness and know that I did the best I could. I just didn't know. And we know, we learn by living. Sure, there's a fountain of information in books, but it's actual experience that we need to have. And I'm fortunate. I have lived a life that would be the envy of most people. I've been almost all the places there are to go. I've done most of the things there are to do. I have no regrets. I would sing My Way by Frank Sinatra to you, but I can't carry a tune too well, as you know, and that's what I would really not do so well. Have some things happened that I wish could have been different? Yeah. Did I mention that I had 2 wives? Will I ever find a third? I don't know. I can't say. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. I'm rambling, and I don't know if I'm making any sense or not. let me just close this with a quote. I love quotes. This one is from General George S. Patton. I don't think he was too nice a guy, but who knows? I lived day to day with him. But he's famous for this quote: "If a man does his best, what else is there?" And we're all doing our best. But guess what? Sometimes our best could be better. So as you go on with your life, as I go on with mine, know that we're doing our best and ask ourselves every now and then, is my best, could my best be better? And then listen next time.